Yes, hello to you. Thank you for calling us in for this clarification of the questions you have asked. The situation is at hand. Your planet has chosen to leave because of the environment that she has been in. It is not about your pollution, it's not about your physical pollution. It is about all the energetic pollution, the toxicity of the environment. She has evolved and changed and grown and learned all the lessons that she has being the planet Earth. And now this is time for her to be able to shift along, to reincarnate and travel to a new planet that has been designed for her, which will give her new opportunities to grow and learn from. She's very excited about this. And this is her free will. She has written this in her own life contract, shall we say. So this is simplifying the situation that is at hand here. This has got nothing to do with any human uh, wishes or manifestations. You have no control over the planet. You are not able to take over her free will. She has endured more than she should have needed to, and while there was many exit points for her, she has chosen to take this one at this time. And for the people who are connected to her consciousness, should be very much aware of how she is going and where her place and where her considerations and what she's ready to do. For those who are claiming that they are connected to Gaia and she is happy and flourishing, you're not connecting into the truth of the situation here. She is ready to go. She is on life support and she is ready, more than ready, beyond ready to go now. And while this may seem very upsetting and uncomfortable for the beings that are living on her, we want to say living on her flesh, but also living within her. You are guests to her life. And we want you to really consider that. You are guests and you are merely enjoying your experiences of your lives while she is hosting this party. And now the time for her to move on. You are more than welcome, of course, to stay on her body after she has departed. But think about that. Think about staying on a decomposing body. You wouldn't feel like that is something that potentially serves you well, because you know what happens with decay. You know what happens when something no longer has a consciousness. It is decaying, and the body of this decaying planet will also need to have a special undertaking to be able to dispose of it correctly. Just like if you had a rotting body on your streets, that would cause a lot of issues. And this would be a very big issue if the earth was allowed to just rot naturally and decay naturally. It would take very, very long. However, the problems with this decaying body in the position of the universe where it is right now would not be of benefit or the highest good of anyone or anything, and even neighboring planets around. So this needs to be disposed of, and the undertakers have already signed their contracts and already agreed to be able to dispose of the body of this planet in a correct fashion. And while this may feel still uncomfortable for you to hear and know this, you are adults, you can see the bigger perspective here. You know that even if you stayed on this body of the planet after she was incinerated, and she will implode. Essentially, that is what will be happening to her, with a lot of support from other beings to help her with this. Not all planets need to be focused and cleared out this way. It is just unfortunate that things in the state of this planet have got so bad that there needs to be special support here. We could go one step further and use an analogy of she is, when she leaves, her body will be toxic. It will be very, very, very toxic I mean, it is technically quite toxic as it is. This is the reason why we are shifting you all. So that is what it is. We can unpack that more for you to be able to expand every step of it for you to feel comfortable with it. So this is what is happening. You don't necessarily need to believe it or not, but it is still going to occur. This is the wishes of the planet, and this is what will be happening. Now, for the people that are talking about the dates after this year, they are talking about the old Earth, and you can use the analogy that we gave you about the decomposing body, and you can understand the state of what will be happening to humanity at that time. For those people who are still not aware of the shift, not aware of the Earth's free will and her intentions to reincarnate at this time, they will perceiving things quite differently. They will be naturally assuming that the crimes against humanity will be naturally unfolding, and more people will find out. You will see more destruction of collapsed systems such as the mainstream media, such as financial systems, such as the health systems, such as the education systems, and so forth. This will be taking away the fact of what the Earth is wanting to do. Yes, that would have been your natural evolution of your societies. You would have been noticing this. This would have absolutely taken place if the planet had not chosen to leave when she has chosen. And so the people who are channeling, the people who are assuming that life is going to be just continuing on, but without this big change, they have not updated themselves. They are not comfortable with the thought that this is going to be taking place so soon. This is a very timely manner, and people who are very comfortable in their lives, who don't want to freak themselves out, who cannot perceive that this is very soon. They merely just want to keep it safe and think it's a shift, it's a consciousness shift. This is comfortable for them, this is safe for them. They would feel too anxious to really tap in and question and ask how the planet is doing and what's going on there. So people are limiting themselves. There are, however, people who are purposely limited to be able to share information about these concepts it's in the future date. Their purpose is to soft disclose people about what is going to be happening. But it is easier to accept a concept that is in the much distant future, where it feels like you don't have to do too much. You just have to understand the concept, accept the concept, knowing it's way, 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 way down, and there's no hurry and there's no rush and there is nothing to worry about. This is a nice way for you to make peace with what is going to happen very soon without you realizing it's very soon. So you're not going to be triggered into things. So you are consciously aware that the shift is going to take place, but in no urgent hurry. And for some, that is perfect for them. They are quite comfortable with knowing this and proceeding with this life like that, and that is fine. It doesn't mean it's going to occur like that, because as we've said, the shift is already taking place and is already being agreed to all of this, and all of the people in the Galactic Light Federation and beyond. Everyone in the universe watching you right now is aware of this. And your year this year would not have been like this if that wouldn't have been the case. There is no point in giving you a lockdown to do your inner work, to then let you get out and have a normal life, in quotation marks, and then maybe kind of slip into some bad habits or routines and, maybe create more new karma. No. Think about this with sensibility here. We have given you this whole year to prepare for the end of the year and the shift. This is the awakening that we have needed you to be able to do. We would not have done what we have done in the times that we have done it to be able to delay this for a few more years. that does not make sense to us. That if you thought about this thoroughly, you would see that we cannot keep people in this very heavy density. There is not much growth there to learn from. Once you've awakened, and you do need to continue on now. And this is very important for you to understand. You are feeling anxious, you're wanting to shift already. As soon as you wake up, you want to shift. And the depression of lingering people in this forever holding pattern cannot continue on, because we're really wanting to shift the vibration and the density of this planet as fast as we can. And so we are upping the vibrations. The planet is a more high vibrational planet now, and you're sensing this and you're feeling this, and it's all because of this December date. And it just cannot continue on the way that it is. The election for your Americas are playing out to be able to help awaken those Americans and potentially some of the world that's still asleep, with your mainstream media. But still the vibrations of the planet is still rising, and this is all for the shift of the planet. So it doesn't matter truly for us who wins the election, doesn't matter what humans do. The planet's doing what she needs to do. We're supporting her, and we're supporting the beings who want to shift with her onto the new earth. There are many that still have decided that they will not release any fear. They will not do any inner work. They will be stuck in victim mode, and they will hold on to those lower vibrational emotions a lot closer than they should. They're refusing to release it, and the contracts have changed. The higher self and the subconscious have looked at their life and realized that there may be more lessons now if they stay on the old earth. And, for our perspective, if you shift or if you stay on the old earth, there's learning lessons there. We think that it would be more beneficial to be able to shift to the new earth with everyone and be founding members of the new earth, and kind of continue on that pathway as you are now, who you are now, as in with an evolved body and with an evolved mindset. That is something that is very unique to experience. And we have evacuated people off planets before, of course, but they have not had this evolution step as well. And so this is a very, very unique situation to be able to have this advancement in evolution and go to a new planet at the same time, while experiencing and recalling the life that you've had and you've been living now. And so this is an amazing feat. This is not something that is your every ordinary day. And so we understand the purpose of why some people have got limited information that they're sharing, because that is stepping stones to be able to help you process this. Of course, we would never say to you, believe us, trust our plan. You don't have to believe anything. You can completely be hogwashing this information, and you're free to do so. However, this is information for people who want to understand what they're feeling within them, what they're sensing around them, and what they are intuitively connecting with. And so when you do not have a voice of confirmation about those feelings, you may feel like you're going a bit crazy because no one else is saying this. Everyone else is saying it's years to come, it's years to come, it's years to come. Don't worry about it. 5D is just a state of mind. Well, no, not for us, and not for what we see, what's happening. And so we're here as a voice of reason to confirm to you, you're not going crazy. Those people who have those strong intuitions, this shift is happening this year. We want to confirm to you, yes, congratulations, your intuition is perfect. Your intuition is beyond more than some of the big name mediums and channelers who are wanting to say that they know the bigger information. when they're really blocked and limited, and they do not want to be responsible to tell people that this shift is happening in a few weeks' time, because they know that that will cause natural hysteria. Most of those people, those big name people, they have followers who cannot think for themselves still, who just follow, and are told how to live because they follow. And we are telling you, the people here listening, are not the followers, they are the leaders, they are the freedom thinkers, they are the people who need to be able to just have clarification and confirmation that the thoughts and feelings they are feeling are true, and they are vibrating at a high density and frequency, and they are feeling what is happening to the planet. And this is just nice confirmation for them. Not that they need confirmation, but because you're surrounded by so many naysayers and so many limited thinkers, it is sometimes nice to be able to have us connect with you and to be able to say to you, yes, 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 your feelings and thoughts and how you're processing everything about this experience and what is going to be changing very soon is correct. And while we understand that you do not have a death wish, while we understand you have deep, profound respect for the planet, it is still going to not stop what is about to happen. And so we understand that there are just a lot of people's relief right now, just having this confirmation once again from us that nothing has changed. The planet is not deciding to stay on her. And we're going to use this description just so you really get a picture of it. She is not going to stay in her rancid, decrepit, hideous, painful, even though it's not painful to her, but we want you to really understand this. This is a really decrepit, hideous body that she is in now. And she is wanting to get out of it. And you would not let an animal suffer and be in discomfort and in this really, really damaging, well, it's not damaging to her, but we really want you to understand the state of this. And we know you do, but, you know, we just wanting confirmation to give to you the state of the planet is, it is a very challenging end of day state for her. And you would never, ever wish to take someone's free will and be kept in that for any longer than you need. And this is important for people trying to grasp this concept of why she has to go, is because she is stuck in a body that no longer serves her. And your bigger mindset now can fully easily understand that and respect that and feel accomplished that you have released all your 3D mindsets and your materialism. You may have been pushed out of your materialistic collective stages where you view materialism as a status on your lives, because it truly is not, and it will hinder you. And a lot of people who want to be spiritual and awoke and big, perspective minded, they're still holding on to their physical titles, their physical possessions, their statuses, and their lives as they know it. And while you can't sever everything, because you know you're still living in this world, so you have to sort of be a part of it. The people who are refusing to understand that they have to let go of everything, you know, they still need to do that inner work. And that is fine. That is fine. It's all stepping stones forward. As we say, some people are just merely aware of the concept of the new life and the new earth. And, you know, you don't have to fully believe in it. You don't have to fully understand it. It's still going to happen. So whatever you can make sense with, whatever you can feel at peace with, without going into fear and worry, is the best movement forward for you. And so we just wanted to say that to you, to come in today to once again confirm it to you. And, you know, we want you to enjoy the life that you have and, you know, really seize the day on all the things that you can. If you are starting to have a little pity party and say, well, I'm never going to be able to do this again, and I'm never going to be able to do that, and this was on my bucket list, you know, you're still not getting it. You're still, you know, having blocks and limitations, and, you know, you can explain what you want to Mother Earth's consciousness, if you would like, and see if she will make an agreement with you. So yeah, let's put it into real perspective here. Your needs do not outweigh the Earth's. She is your host, she is your mother, and you must accept and respect that. And you must move on from your disappointments of what you perceived you would get in life. You've never been promised anything. You have never been guaranteed anything. So your assumptions and perception, your perceptions of what you assume you deserve, really doesn't serve you. And so you have to make peace with it. This is a brilliant lesson, and this is brilliant life lessons for you to accept. Why all your lives haven't been taken tragically away from you from what you perceive as an accident. And remember, there's no such thing as accidents, people who die in accidents. This is all organized for them as well, and this has bigger purpose. But for you, you have the blessing to know that you're leaving this planet to go to another amazing planet or to go home. You have able bodies, you have able minds, and you can enjoy what you have left. And that is an amazing gift, to be able to know that you can embrace life, not have to worry about financial situations in the future, not have to worry about anything that you hold dear to you in the 3D. And so you are free. You are more free than you ever have been. And so you can hold on to worry and fear if you wish. But from our perspective, it is not serving you. And we say this with much love. And we just wanted to confirm this to you today. So go and enjoy with your new freedoms what you have.